In the beginning of the film, we see a boy studying in a school whose name is Donnie Berger. Donnie gets 2 tickets for the adult film, and he wants to watch this movie with his class teacher because he loves his teacher a lot. Donnie was giving tips to his friends to impress girls. That's when her teacher comes there, whose name is Mary. When Donnie invites Mary for this movie, she refuses him and says, "I am not your girlfriend, I am your teacher." But Donnie doesn't care about it, and he starts giving dirty signals in front of Mary. Mary scolds Donnie in front of everyone and punishes him for extra studies after school. Now, after the school, we see Donnie, who was sitting alone in his class and eating chewing gum. Then Mary comes there and forbids him to eat chewing gum in the classroom and eats the chewing gum eaten by Donnie herself. Mary starts flirting with Donnie, and then she takes Donnie's hand and takes him to her office where they are intimate. Now, for many days, the two of them remain intimate with each other. Mary also gives dirty signals to Donnie in the church. Their lust increases so much that they do not even leave the school stage. Mary and Donnie's program is going behind the curtain, and a boy is giving his speech in front of the curtain. At that time, strange sounds start coming from behind the curtain, which is heard by the school teacher and all the children. One teacher gives the order to remove the curtain, and as soon as the curtain is removed, Donnie and Mary are caught doing homework. Mary feels shy and covers her body with a flag and runs away from the stage. Everyone is surprised to see Donnie's courage and starts cheering him. Donnie did what no one has ever done before. That's why all the kids consider him their hero. In the next scene, we see Mary and Donnie in the court, who are presented before the judge. The judge gives Mary a 30-year sentence for being intimate with a minor child. Then Mary tells that she is pregnant and is going to be the mother of Donnie's child. On the other hand, seeing the happiness on Donnie's face, it seemed that he had won the world. The judge makes her decision that Donnie is a minor, so this child will be raised by Donnie's father, and when Donnie will be 20 years old, he will get custody of his child. Donnie is a minor, so he does not get any punishment. After this, Mary's life is ruined, but on the other hand, Donnie becomes a celebrity because of his deeds. He is called for interviews in different TV shows and news channels, because of which Donnie earns a lot of money. After 20 years, we see Donnie has now grown up a lot, and he used to drink every moment, because of which all his money is spent on alcohol. Seeing his luxuries, his son Todd also left him. Now Donnie's life is being spent in poverty. His lawyer tells him that he has wasted all the money in alcohol and has not paid the income tax for many years, because of which he has to pay a fine of $43,000. And if he cannot save that money, then he may have to go to jail. Donnie gets worried because he only has $28 left, and neither does he work anywhere. All his routes are closed. That's why his lawyer shows him a picture of a fat man and says that there is going to be a race in which if you invest $1 on winning this fat man, you will get a profit of $8,000. Donnie says that if this fat man comes last in the race, it will be a big deal, and you are talking about winning the race. But Donnie has no other way to earn money. That's why he spends his $20 on this race. After this, Donnie goes to the club to meet his friend. His friend shows him a news after seeing which he comes to know his son has become quite rich now, and he has changed his name from Todd Berger to Todd Peterson. Todd does not want to keep any relationship with his parents. It is also written in that news that next week Todd is going to marry a girl named Jamie. Then Donnie goes to the news channel on which Donnie's childhood interview was done. Donnie asks the receptionist about the boss, but the receptionist lies to him that the boss is not in the office right now. But that's when he meets his old friend Vanilla Ice. Donnie asks him for some money, but Vanilla refuses to give him the money. Actually, Vanilla doesn't like Donnie at all because Donnie has been with his mother too. After which they argue, and both start fighting. Then his boss goes there, whose name is Randall. Donnie tells Randall that he has got an idea for an interview in which he will introduce his son to his mother. Randall likes his idea very much, and he says that if you do this, then I will give you a lot of good money. On the other hand, Todd is enjoying at his boss Steve's penthouse with his fiancée Jamie and her family. Donnie also reaches there looking for Todd with his sack, and Todd is shocked to see him. He tells Jamie that he is Todd's childhood friend. Todd recognizes him as his father, but he tells everyone that Donnie is his friend because he doesn't want anyone to know that he is his illegitimate child. Later, Todd takes him to his room and gets very angry at him. He says, "What are you doing here?" Donnie replies that I have come to enjoy my son's wedding. Todd says that you have never raised me like a son, because of which I had to face a lot of trouble, and now I am afraid of every little thing. Donnie apologizes for his mistake and says that your mother is very sick in jail. You should go to meet her. But Todd refuses that I don't want to keep any relationship with my parents. After which a couple recognizes Donnie in the party. And everyone else also finds out about the deeds he has done in his past, which makes Donnie a good friend of everyone. He becomes everyone's favorite now. At night, Donnie gets greedy again, but he doesn't want to spoil his son's wedding. That's why Donnie's boss is satisfied with Steve's mother's picture. In the morning when Donnie is sleeping, Steve's mother comes to his room. She sees a lot of tissues lying in the room which Donnie used last night. She is about to smell those tissues. That's when Todd comes there and stops her from doing this. Because he knew Donnie's behavior, he lies to that woman and explains that Donnie had a fever last night. That's why there are so many dirty tissues here. Now on the wedding day, Todd and Jimmy's family go to church for rehearsal. The church's father asks Todd about his father. Todd says that my father is a very bad person who did not even take care of his child's responsibility. Donnie, being his father, feels very bad after listening to Todd, but he could not share this with anyone. The church's father gets angry at Todd in the church because he has used so many dirty words in the church. That's why the father drags him out of the church and starts beating him. Actually, father had been a wrestler before and he killed a player in wrestling. That's why he was thrown out of wrestling. The father is beating Todd badly, then Donnie hits a bottle of beer on his head and makes him unconscious. This saves Todd's life, but Jamie's whole family gets upset with him because he used bad words in front of father. Donnie takes his side and says that his father is actually an irresponsible man who could not raise Todd properly. In a few days, Todd is getting married and the wedding preparations were going on. That's why all Todd's friends take him to the massage center. But Donnie finds all this very boring and which he does not enjoy at all. So he goes to his friend's club with Todd and others. Donnie shows his dance there and drinks with Todd, due to which their relationship starts getting better. Donnie sends all Todd's friends home. Donnie forgives Todd and gets ready to meet his mom in jail. But Donnie forbids him to go because if he had gone to meet his mom, then the news reporter would have also reached there. Donnie was afraid of the fact that if Todd finds out that I have done all this for the greed of money, then his relationship will be ruined again. Then Donnie takes him to his friend Vanilla Ice. Donnie apologizes to him, and the two become friends again. Then the three of them enjoy a lot, and Donnie makes him meet his old friends. Both drink a lot, and in a state of intoxication, both come home and go to their room. Todd sees Jamie's wedding dress in his room and thinks that this is Jamie. That's why he becomes intimate with the dress model. On the other hand, Donnie now goes to his room where Steve's mother comes to his room in a beautiful night dress and says that I know what you were doing that night. She says that I want to be intimate with you, and Donnie, full of lust, does not refuse her. Now in the morning when Jamie goes to Todd's room, she screams and gathers everyone because Todd had spoiled her wedding dress in a state of intoxication. After listening to Jamie's voice, Donnie also reaches there, who is wearing Steve's mom's nightie. Talking to Donnie, Todd finds out that he has come here for money. Donnie also accepts this. He says that now he does not want money and he wants to spend time with his son. The next day, Todd goes to jail to meet his mom. He calls Donnie and tells him this. And when Donnie finds out, he also starts following him. Todd and Donnie both go to jail. That's when his mother comes there, who is looking even more beautiful now. As soon as she sees Donnie, she gets greedy again, and she starts giving bad signals to Donnie. Todd stops her and tells her about his marriage. That's when producer Randall comes there with his cameraman and starts recording. Todd gets angry, and he tells Randall to turn off the camera. But Randall says that I have made a deal with your father for this interview. Todd gets angry with Donnie and leaves from there. Donnie comes home and is packing his stuff. Then he hears the voice of Jamie, who was talking to someone on the call. And after listening to them, he finds out that Jamie has an affair with Todd Boss. Donnie tells all this to Todd. But he didn't have any proof, that's why he falls in the eyes of Todd. Todd tells him to leave from there. After the party is over, Donnie starts keeping an eye on Jamie while drinking beer. He sees that Jamie was going somewhere with his brother. Donnie suspects her, and he follows her to a hotel room where he hears a noise from the room. He peeps into Jamie's room from the window of the other room, where he sees that Jamie was getting physical with her brother. Donnie takes a picture of both of them, and he finds out that Jamie has been physical with Todd's boss Steve before this. Donnie tells him that he will tell this to Todd. But Jamie forbids him from doing this and gives him an offer of $50,000. Donnie was short of money, so he accepts the offer. Now when he goes home, he feels that he is ruining his son's life in exchange for money. That's why he tells the truth about Jamie to Todd on the wedding day. Jamie tells him the whole truth, so Todd breaks off the marriage. After which Todd calls Donnie as his father and hugs him. Donnie also brings him to his friend's club to lessen Todd's pain where he falls in love with her. And then suddenly Donnie sees on TV that the fat man has won the race. And with that, he also wins $160,000. With this, the movie ends here. We hope you like this interesting story of Donnie. That's all for today's video, but we will definitely meet again, and that too with another interesting story.